Everyone. I wanted to start this IEW portion of the video with just a quick resource that's available for mathematics. Over at CC Connected, there's this whole packet of 24 pages of math games. So I think that would be really helpful for all of you. I'm just scrolling through it quickly so you can see that there are all kinds of different puzzles and math games and things like that. So I wanted to share that with you. Okay? All right. Hi. I also wanted to share with you on CC Connected under the Week 21 tab. There is a very good resource with IEW vocabulary words, and I like it. I think you'll like it too. So it goes through, I think, all of the words. Maybe not all of them, but the last several weeks at least. So that's something for you too. Some IEW vocabulary words up there for free. List some worksheets that you can use with your children. Okay, so that's kind of all I wanted to go as far as resources. So now we'll get right to the lesson. Okay, we're on lesson 27. Part 2 of the Renaissance. I think I told you guys last week to apply this to your Faces of History papers. So if you want to write a separate essay on the Renaissance, that's totally fine. But what I'd like you to do is take this week to work on your introduction and concluding paragraphs to your Faces of History papers. We learned the procedure of how to do an introduction and a conclusion at week 21. So you can always go back to page 179 in your guide to go over that in detail. So the goals for this week are to practice the structural model. Obviously, you are practicing a formal essay because you're writing one for Faces of History. So you're going to continue practicing as you work on that essay. You're going to create your keyword outlines. Hopefully, your body paragraphs have been completed. If not, please continue to work on them. You're going to fuse those outlines, and you're going to be hopefully able to complete your 5-paragraph research essay this week with your bibliography. If that's not completed, it's okay. I think we still have time. So just really be working on that. There's a nice assignment schedule here on page 227, what you're to do day 1, day 2, day 3, and day 4. I'm not going to do those with you because you're working on Faces of History, so everyone kind of has different keyword outlines, different topics, so your introductory and concluding paragraphs will be so different that I won't be doing that. I do want to remind you that make sure your topic and clincher sentences of each paragraph line up. Your clincher should be reflect or restate 2 to 3 keywords from your topic sentence. So just please do that. And then this week, they're really talking about, you usually do your conclusion before your introduction and the steps for that. It's right there in the book on page 229. And again, we've gone over that in detail, how we come up with our conclusion and then how we come up with our introduction. Really important, I think I talked to you about this last week, an attention grabber for your introduction, whether you find a quote by the person you're writing about or a quote about that person, something that, or maybe some really interesting piece of information that'll draw us into your essay. Your student resource packet has a lot of attention getters in different kinds, not just quotes. They have a lot of different ideas for attention getters. Really go look at that student resource packet. It has so much information in it. A really great thing in this guide is that there's a composition checklist. There's a checklist for your conclusion, and there's a checklist for your intro, and there's a checklist for each paragraph. Make sure that you have checked off everything that's required for every single paragraph and your intro and your conclusion. Just challenge yourselves. You can do this. Every sentence should begin differently in each paragraph because you're going to be using so many sentence openers. Actually, we're up to 1, 2, 3, 4, 6 sentence openers we've gone over. So you're going to be using 6 sentence openers. There are one, two, three, 5 different dress ups. And then there's all kinds of other things that you can do that you're asked to do and remind you about in these checklists. So make use of your checklists. You guys always do. But I just wanted to kind of just give you an overview on Unit 8 lesson. We're doing lesson 27, and you're really applying this lesson to your particular essay. Pretty self-explanatory. All of it really is review, so there's nothing really new to discuss here. Okay? All right, so God bless you, and look forward to sharing next week with you. Have a great, wonderful, blessed day. Bye-bye.